Hello, hello. How do I sound? How do I sound? Great. Hi, Mr. Gamertag. How are you? Oh, good. How did you work today? Oh, let me get my glasses. Oh, I guess I don't need them. Get off Grinder and play the damn game. I was advertising myself on Twitter and get off. I would be on Scruff anyways. Hello, it's the Elite app. Are they all running inside? Okay, they all need to get inside and not just fucking be on the rain. The fucking idiots. Oh, good, you're off. That's lucky. I have to work on whatchamacallit. Where's the baby? Oh, good, she can walk. Or he, I don't really. Are they all inside? Are they all inside? Let me get my glasses. One sec, so I can read the chat easier. Where are my glasses? Oh, here they're right here. They were right on. They're all trash, TBH. Scriff, that's true. I don't know if. Yeah, they are all trash. I think I posted the one of the guy who was I was talking to this guy and he showed me some of his pictures in his like private album. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, nice, okay." Um and um or he asked me to send more of my pictures, but I didn't really want to since I just didn't feel like it at the time. And like literally for 15 minutes passed, and then he texted like he's like, "Ciao, douchebag." Like I just didn't respond to him for 15 minutes. He's like, "Ciao, douchebag," and it's like Are you a meth addict or something? Because only tweakers act like that. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's actually funny. I just got a message on Scriff anyway. So I'll be answering that. So let's look at my mansion first of all. I'm trying to build my audience, and Scriff seems like a great place. Just saying. Okay, so let's look at my mansion. So I made this cute little alien family. Let's look at them. My cute little mansion. Just a little vacation home, You know what it is. Sure. He's cute too, okay? He's cute. Oh, there's the toddler. Free range. Here's the hookup lounge. Laundry room. The library. What the fuck? Why? I shouldn't be seeing that. Okay, there we go. There we go. The library. So, Mr. Gamertag, did you work at all this weekend? The courtyard. That's weird. I don't know why that's like that. Okay. What's the mother doing? Why is she tense? She doesn't like thunderstorms. Oh, the mom is playing with her kid. It feels like one of them walking simulator games. Oh, yeah. I was like, I mean, Sims kind of is, Do you play The Sims at all? Because The Sims 4, in my opinion, is not the best. It's okay, but other games have been better. I had a short day on Saturday. We were so slow, and you are, you're a server. Is that what you are? You're a waiter or a server? I can't remember what, and I don't want to just assume your occupation. Oh, you're a bartender. I can't remember. Forgive me. Forgive me. Damn, she doesn't like thunderstorms either. I have an oh. Oh, and also they're vampires as well. They're alien vampires, because that's the only way I could get these like black eyes is to make them vampires. So they're all vampires, by the way. Barber, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking of a server. I don't know why. Because I feel like so many people in our age group are like bartenders and servers and waiters, and I'm just like, oh, that's what he is. So I don't know. I guess people still aren't like ready to get their haircuts, maybe. Because I think because I mean, to me, like a Saturday is like the perfect day to get a haircut. You're not at work, right? Anyways, I work on the weekends. It's usually busy on weekends, of course, because it's busy. Did it stop raining? Why is it still... What? Ugh, for God's sakes. Let these fuckers in. Invite neighbors in. Let me actually put my phone... Oh, shit. My back is killing me, let me tell you. I was just out with my friends in Philly yesterday. And not only was I standing up at work all day, I mean, it was only 4 hour shift, but still, I'm pretty sedentary, so... Standing up and walking around for like more than like an hour is like You're not that much older though. How old are you? You're only like 32, right? Or am I thinking of something else? They need jobs. You're 45? Oh my god, I thought you were much younger. You look much younger. She's a business bitch. And so is he. Yeah, you're lucky. You don't look 45 at all. Because I was going to say if you were 30 something, that's still roughly the same. What would you be? Would you be Generation X then? Actually, what's she wants to be a novelist. Yeah, you do. You have a very youthful. You seem like you're into a lot of like video games and such. It's weird that author's a career track in this game because, I know that people um, like Stephen King or Stephanie Collins are pretty much career authors, but it's not like a place where you punch in. And so this is a really weird career track, especially in The Sims, since you don't need to be employed to be a writer. You can just get on the computer and write your blah 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 and build your skill level. Hi, Takase. Hi, Mr. Giovanni, with your weird foot fetish. I'm going to expose you on Twitch. I'm going to tell people all the weird, disgusting foot fetish things you are. Foot fetishist you are. Okay, fuck it. She'll be a writer. And what will this... Giovanni, how is the work? Did you go to work today? Do you work on Sundays? Gasp. Gay gasps. Okay, so she's a teenager, my little pink-haired alien. So what should she be? Manual laborer? I'm pretty sure that violates child labor laws. You don't work, that's good. I work. I mean, you have to work like 12-hour shifts and you still get 3 or 4 days off, right? Thank God, finish up some assignments before submitting tonight. Oh, that's good. That's good. What assignment? Do you have like any papers or anything? I'm good. I worked today. I worked till 3 p.m. And then I got home and had a meeting with my advisor. And we just went over all the classes I've taken, all the classes I've yet to take. And I'm pretty good. I'm on track to graduate next semester, et cetera, et cetera. Barista, yeah. You know what? Let's go for it. Oh, that means there's no one. Oh, whatever. What do they want to do? So since they're vampire aliens, they need blood, and I think that's sort of it. They need everything else, but they don't have to go to the bathroom, so that makes toilets redundant. I wish it wasn't raining. Look at this beautiful mansion I made. Look at it. Let's just go on a grand tour while they're doing whatever, because that's what's really important. Remind me again, is this your bachelor? No, I graduated my bachelor's in 2019 in the spring, and that was a BA in poli sci, political science, and I minored in public administration. I'm doing my master's, and I'm going to get my master's of science in community development. So that's pretty exciting. Not a whole lot of jobs, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to finally have my degrees and be done with school, at least for right now. I still like want to maybe get another master's in history or poli sci or maybe even a PhD down the line. But for now, I'm just done with school. For now. Anyway, here's the grand entrance, the foyer, if you will. Thank you. Why the skull emojis? Because it's like fucking 6 years of school. The foyer. Did it finally stop raining? Oh, look, the sky's blue. Here's the courtyard. The lovely courtyard. Hear that fountain. Hear that fountain. Let me turn the game volume up a little. I want you to hear the fountain. Actually, I'm going to use this time to go out. Thank you, Mr. Gamertag. The mansion or my academic success? Both. You're going to say both. That's right. Yep. Not only am I an academic, I'm also a talented architect. Where are we? Oh, okay. So I want to show you the outdoors first while we still have some daylight. So you walk out a wonderful, beautiful little courtyard area. I mean, not many people could live here. I know you two are too working class to be able to afford such a lavish, upper middle class home like this. Oh, and it's slowing my game down too. Fucking, I probably went a little bit too crazy here. Hear that fountain, that wet ass pussy. Bring a mop and a towel. Bring a mop and a, what was the lyrics? Anyways, the lovely gardens. I was gonna put more shit out here, but it was slowing down my game too much. I didn't wanna, because I want other people to be able to download this too once I get on the gallery. Right, bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. How many gays made that joke already? That disgusting joke, that putrid joke. God hates F words. God hates F words. Anyway, here's the other part of the garden, or I guess sort of the farm. I want to create something a little rustic, something that reminds this family of their middle class roots. Who just walked in here? Was that kid? Little guest house. Giovanni, do you have a guest house in your beautiful Van Nuys estate? How's your mom, by the way, Giovanni? How's she doing? Has she been doing well? What? Last recess, no one to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. If that happens again, what should I do? Well, I only have one option, so. Actually, you know what? Now we're gonna get out. Okay, let's assign bedrooms. So the mother is definitely gonna live in, this is the mom's. Why can't I assign beds? Oh, that's right, they're vampires, so they'll be like hurt by the light. Shit, I forgot that. Fuck. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. She's doing all right. She's traveling to Colorado. Okay, lucky her. Yeah, that's good. I hope she stays safe while traveling. I'm sure she will. My mother's doing well. Work has been a little slow because, people aren't wanting to get their sleep studies and such during the pandemic, but she's doing well. She's been great. But can't I assign beds? Maybe I'll have to make them unvampires. Or I could just start a new family in this house. It doesn't really matter to me. But these aliens are so cute. They're so cute. They're so cute. I haven't been to Colorado before. I'm not really like that into it. I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't really have any desire to go to like Denver. Because I mean, like, what's there to do in Denver? Or like Colorado Springs or Boulder? I'm not interested. I just want to go to Spain. I just want to go to Spain. You know, I just want to go to Spain. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Spain. You know, Spain. My back is killing me. Oh.
Khalifa? Uh-huh. Yib Jib's getting a...
Oh, okay. She wants to be. Then who wants to be the artist? 'Cause I thought I made someone who wants to be an artist. I guess not. Hmm. Oh, by the way, it's raining again. Giovanni, by the way, how are you doing in California? Because I know the fires are mostly like northern and central California, but like, have you been doing okay? Like, has there been like a lot of like smoke and ash in LA? Because I have a professor who's teaching my practicum, who's teaching my capstone, and originally, of course, she was gonna be in Camden teaching us in person, but she's from LA, and not only and because of COVID, she's just staying in LA, and she said that the fires weren't really like a Southern California thing. My mansion in the rain. Ugh. Let me see if I can assign. Hold on. So I can assign coffins to people using claim, but I can't do that with beds. Oh, let me try that again then. Claim. Why can't I claim? Hold on, let me look this up. What is wrong with them? What do I own? Sims for, not Sim for, Sims for assign bed to vampire. Cannot assign beds to vampires, okay. No, okay. You know, we're just gonna make a new family because I don't want to have to deal with the vampires as well. That seems a little weird. Ooh, let's make Roger from American Dad.
Not such a bean.
Oh,
Obi.
look at these muscles. Hello. But we're not making someone attractive. I don't like any of these. Well, this gray is not bad, I guess. No hair, no beard. He doesn't have a beard anyways. Roger was fat and he wasn't muscular.
Khalifa. Oh.
Oh crap. Actually, I might look at a picture. But I can't do much with his head shape. This is terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah, let's give him a wagon. This is pretty good, actually. Yeah, no, so this is every day. Hi, Gracie. Let's give him Laura Vanderboobin's outfit. Gracie, you hit caps lock.
Ah.
Hi, Gracie.
Ho ho.
Hi, Gracie. Hi, Gracie. Perfect. Gracie. Oh, Gracie, for God's sake.
Ah.
Oh, perfect. This is like watching an episode of Drag Race on a high gravity planet. T-Bandit, how are you? Oh, that's right. Keep having me put masculine off. Go away. Oh my god. Oh, perfect. Hi, Gracie. Now this looks like RuPaul. Come on. This is what RuPaul looks like. RuPaul after he's done fracking his fucking Wyoming cattle and Wyoming, why did I say cattle? Wyoming fucking fracking empire estate. You're good? That's good. Hi, Gracie. Gracie, you're all lovey-dovey right now. RuPaul's inner fracker. Finally becoming the outer the outer saboteur of the environment.
Yeah.
Gracie.
Ooh.
Gracie. You're lovey-dovey. You're lovey-dovey girl. Can't believe I'm doing. T-Ben, have you ever seen American Dad or watched it? That hat reminds me of Lousy from the Irish People. Oh, that channel. I haven't seen one of their videos in a while. Yeah, I'm trying to make Roger. Too bad we can't have more customization of The Sims. I would make his head like all oblong and get rid of his nose, and then that would be Roger. Yeah, Irish People. I think I watched Irish people try whiskey from America. But that's it, really. I was just gonna say something. What was I just gonna say? Oh well, it'll come back to me. Gracie, are you licking my hand? Perfect. The body shape. There was a funny joke in that show where Roger was like reading the newspaper and he was like, I'm reading a story about Lena Dunham. It's so great that people with my body type can find success. Gracie, don't scratch my thing. Oh, perfect. Come on. Yeah, it was a big oof for her. So T-Bandit, did you end up going to the Poconos or the beach? Are you saving that for another week? Hi, Grace. Hi. Oh, Cape May, that's not bad. I've never been to Cape May. I live in Jersey, but I've never been to Cape May. I've been to the shore, but I've never been to Cape May. What'd you do there? Just go to the beach, or did you do anything else there? Oh, that's nice. A kitchen torch. Like one of those things they used to, no, I don't think my camera's capturing the beauty, the face. Like a kitchen torch that they make, that they use to brown like a, not a flan, but you know what I'm talking about, where you like have to hit it with the spoon to crack it, and it's like a custard. What's that? What am I thinking of? The name is on the tip of my tongue. But that's funny they use it to make s'mores. I think I tried that once. I tried to make s'mores on like a stovetop and it tasted like oil. I'm like, not gonna do that again. Okay. Gracie, don't get my thing all staticky. I don't want people going deaf. What is that called? Not a flambe. It was one of those torches. Yeah. Not a flambe. But I need to find. Oh well. I want to finish up with Roger. So what does Roger want in the show? He's sociopathic. He's self-loathing. He's an alcoholic. You know what? We're gonna go with alcoholic. He wants to be a mixologist, I guess. He's certainly crazy. I think that's erratic. Okay. He's certainly mean. Creme brulee, yes. It is a creme brulee. That's what it was, and he's a thief. Yeah, let's just make him all that. Perfect. Creme brulee, I don't think I've ever, I think I had a creme brulee like once in my life. It was at a French restaurant, I think. Gracie! You're my co-star, Gracie. God, this game is so hard to stream because it's so fucking boring. It's mostly just for my viewers to talk. Gracie! Hi, Grace! It's still fucking raining in this dumb game. This house is ugly. They really do ship the shittiest houses with this game. Like, could it really bother the Sims developers to fucking put a little effort into put a little emphasis on interior design and make a good house? Hello. I'm not asking for too much here. Gracie! Gracie! Has come to liven up your Sim stream. Yes, she has. It's struggling. I did have fun playing, I don't know if you caught the stream where I played Among Us. That was pretty fun. Hi, Gracie. You know, the real star. The real, hold on. Perfect. I'm sick of being seen. Gracie, you're the star. It was pretty fun. Have you played Among Us? It's pretty new. It caught on pretty... Okay, see, look at this. Look at this. The Sims, like when they were developing this house and shipping it, I think this was the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. Like when the people who were developing this game were making this house, they couldn't have noticed the fucking... hello. Hello. Gratuitous pussy shot on cam. My little black pussy. Gracie, you're kneading. That hurts. Ugh. Not on the microphone, dear. That is it's extremely bland. Because, I mean, I get why, like, they keep it sparse because some people have really bad computers and they want people to be able to play, you know, with, they want like a bunch of computers to handle this. But this is just shitty. Like, you can tell someone who built this doesn't have an interest in architecture. Like, not even, like, I'm not expecting like a PhD. I like this yellow wall. Like, if you have to pee, like, this gets it going. But like, you don't even have to have a PhD in architecture to be able to design a nice house. Like, you just have to at least have like an interest or a passion for something pretty, you know? And this is shit. Let me show you my least favorite house. I don't really care about Roger, to be honest. Great Sahuli! Let me show you my least favorite fucking, it's in Strangerville, I think. It's either this one or I think it's this one that I really do not like. Oh, my beautiful little Gracie. My cute little kitty cat. Anyways, she's so cute. I fucking despise, I think this is one I don't like. What am I doing? Is this, okay, well, I don't know if this is the exact one I really hate, but this is one of the ones that I hate. I hate this building. It just looks like shit. Like, it's not their worst build. I know their worst build is in a pack that I didn't bother buying, because I'm not giving these people money. I don't care. Empty. They couldn't even put fucking anything in here to make it interesting, because not everybody's a builder. Not everybody is good at furnishing, and I get that. And like, if they just wanted to play with like a nice house, this is not a house they would choose. Like, hello. You don't need ray tracing level graphics to have a nice looking Sims house, but they're not even trying. And yeah, the graphics aren't really much in this game. They're not even trying though to build a fucking decent, like, hello, like, and you could put an end table here. You can put something notable. What is this? What is this? What's this? Custom style, oh, that thing, okay. Well, we'll put that there. That's just clipping through, that's fine, I don't really mind that it's clipping through. Hello, this is a bed and a shitty dresser. Also, that's a tiny bedroom. Empty room. And, you know, other Sims people have empty room. They've also criticized this house. Empty room, just nothing. You couldn't put a fucking, like, what? This would be a study. This could be anything. And you know what? I bet this pack in particular was rushed. And whatever, I think this was Stranger Town, rushed. They probably just decided to ship it out. Gracie, I know you hate that. Shitty. Like, also, this is a terrible layout. Like, hello, where's the kitchen? Oh, here's the kitchen. Hello. If you walked into a house and you were interested in buying a house like this and you walked into the I would be like, oh, sorry, off the table. Those beds look so narrow, like the beds in a monastery, they do. And it's weird because these are the only two bed sizes. There's beds like this, and even if you get different ones, they're still sort of the same narrowness. The same sort of narrowness. I get they're twin beds, but like these aren't the only two bed types. I mean, I know that like countries have standardized bed sizes, and like if you're really rich, you can get a custom bed size, like one of those massive, like triple billion or triple quadruple California king size bed. Like if you're rich, but like there's more than like you could have like a smaller bed, you know. The opposite of an open floor plan in that it's weird, like it's kind of open floor in that there's not a whole lot of walls, but I mean like this is such a like look at this. What is this for? This is a wasted space. It's too narrow. I mean you could put a bathroom in here, but like they decided to put like this is ridiculous of a house. Literally one of my least favorite houses in this whole game. Backyard is boring, but backyard at least is this little lonely fucking grill. A little lonely bench. Oh, and this is even better. Let me get the grid off. Like they didn't even bother lining it up with this little driveway, I guess, whatever you would call this. So it's not even like you would walk and it's just shit. Let me show you another house, because the houses in this neighborhood are really pretty poor, pretty poorly made. There should be a low bench under those 3 windows with the bookshelves on the 2 walls in that weird spot with the sofa and table. That would be good. A low bench, bookshelves would be good. A table with a flower would be good. Or what else would be good? What would be good there? Anything would be good there. Like maybe a little breakfast nook would be great there. This house isn't so bad. The windows aren't so great. And a lot of people are pointing out how like they make just ridiculously tall wall heights for no reason. See, like this is just, you don't need a bedroom this big. You don't. And a couch, like look at this. This is hilarious. They're like, yes, we will have one office. This is just a table. That's not even a desk. A ridiculously large, unnecessarily so, landing. I guess they spent all that money on behavior AI programs instead of interior designers, which is a little ridiculous because the AI and such is poor in this game as well. It's not very good. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's okay, but it's just so boring. Oh, this is weird. You walk into this bedroom and you don't go to the bedroom, you go to a desk first, and then it's the bedroom. Look at this. This is ridiculous. It's ugly. Oh, this is a double bed. A double bed and a twin bed in one bedroom. I guess, what is this for, like maybe young parents and a kid, or what? This is ridiculous. First of all, this bedroom is too big and it could fit here, let me show you. Let me just very quickly and easily do that. So what we're gonna do is okay, what am I gonna do first? Well, first I'm gonna get rid of this rug. Okay. La da da. Actually, let's move it over here. Let's just move that here. Da da da. Let's move. Well, it got removed anyway, that light. But let's do this. Da da da. Let's put a bathroom right here too. Look at that, I just made 2 separate bedrooms so that they could have done that. The developers could have done that. It's the weirdest Airbnb ever. Imagine like you come into this house and not only is it empty, but it's like, okay, here's your room. You can check out at 11 or whatever. I haven't Airbnb'd in a while. And then you're fucking sitting right across from someone. But look at how easy that was. That took me 2 fucking seconds. I'll put doors in here. I'll knock out this wall. So I'll just use this door. Bathroom, bedroom, why can't I? Oh, the table's there, I think. Bedroom. Bedroom. A little close to the bed, but that's fine. And look how easy that was. I made it into a regular, this is a little thin for a bedroom, so maybe that could be, oh, you know what we could do? This doesn't need to be a huge goddamn foyer. And you know what, you can make this space, I didn't mean to do that, but you can make that a closet or whatever, what have you. Hello, this is I can't. Yeah, I can. I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't. This bedroom is a little bit too big, in my opinion. But it's not the worst. This could be like a nice, large master bedroom. This is a ridiculous office space, in my opinion. And the rest of the house is just, this house wasn't as bad as the one I just was in. The kitchen is not so bad, but there's no reason to not have counter space. They even should have put counter space here because they have a cabinet. I'm pointing like fucking you can see me. You have a cabinet right, let me get the, they have a cabinet right here, so why did they not just, hello, like hello, they can just fucking easily do that. Get rid of, fucking move. Get rid of that. Now this is a more regular kitchen. Even then, see, that looks so much better if you put a little, Hello. Let's put like a hutch in here. Where are the hutches? Well, this would work. That looks good. A hutch. I don't want to put it in front of the window, of course. A hutch could go right here. Cute little dining area. This is not a bad dining room. Not bad. You know, I wish they made different types, because in this Sims, you can only have these type of grand pianos. They have an organ, which does not fit in this room. A pipe organ, that just doesn't, this could only go in maybe like a church or something, that doesn't fit. They have a cute little keyboard, which also doesn't fit because it's too modern, of course. And they have 2 baby grand pianos. It's like, there's like a regular piano that we could have, just a regular square regular piano. I don't know piano terminology. The dining table looks like they are just reskinned twin beds. You know what? That's probably reskinned and redone. Ugh, my ears feels. I hope I'm not getting sick. So that's a twin bed, and this is. Okay, well that's one of the bigger ones. Okay. Huh. They do look they do. Although this is one of my favorite dining tables, I think it's so beautiful. I would like that in my house. An upright piano, like something like that, yeah. Let me actually look that. Is that the terminology? I can't remember the last time I played piano. I think it was for my high school music class. Yeah, like an upright piano. That's a great, I didn't even know that. I thought, you know, most people just call it piano, but a grand piano and upright piano. That would look great, like a nice, like smallish, because this doesn't look very good. Like if you, because that doesn't look great. Well, that doesn't look bad, but like, just imagine like this part isn't here. Like just imagine it's like this part. That would look great, just shoved up against a wall. It would look beautiful. But of course, they haven't. Actually, you know what? I don't have all the expansion packs, but I think I looked it up, and they still haven't made an upright piano yet. So get the fuck on that. God damn it. Oh, I have water right here. Ugh, I'm thirsty. I don't know why. Let me compare that with some of the earlier houses that they made. Because some of the earlier houses that they made in The Sims weren't so bad. Maybe some of the furnishing weirdness is just that they are fitting all the furniture into the snap grids, which makes the dimensions, maybe, the dimensions might be off. Which is weird because this franchise has been around for 20 years, and they still are like using the grid and such things. Like it's like it's time to evolve. And I think that's why Sims 4 was so disappointing, was because it's just more of the same. It's been 20, well, it came out 14 years, but still, we have the technology to make a better game. Anyways, even some of their earlier builds, while like not perfect, this looks nice. Like it makes sense. Like you walk in, oh, excuse me, I just burped. That's very rude of me. Oh, I burped again. Well, I'm not apologizing now. Oh, I burped again. I'm a burpist. But like this makes sense. Hello. Like at least it makes sense. Like you have a square room. I think that chess table is a little weird for this. It's not making use of the space very well. But with that said, the bathroom's a little too big, and this doesn't look good. I don't think this whole huge counter with one sink and one mirror, I don't think that looks good at all. And the little shower off to the side, I don't like that. But this is quite a nice dining room. It's okay, I don't hate it. And I certainly don't hate quite a small kitchen for such a big house. You can make this space part of the kitchen instead of this weird, this seems like a wasteful space to me. Just a weird little ottoman right there and a bookshelf. I mean, you could extend the kitchen this way Upstairs is not bad. This is a little ridiculous that you own that, because at least like move it here and you can put like move that table here, put what just happened? Did my game crash? No. Okay, good, it didn't. It does look less weird, that's true. It doesn't look good. I wouldn't say it looks good, but it looks less weird. Okay, so bring that table forward and put a mirror here. That looks better. I don't mind that. First of all, there needs to be curtains in this room. There's no curtains in this room. I mean, I would not be that worried about people looking in. Ceilings are too high as well. They don't need to be this high. I wouldn't be worried about people looking in, but like imagine you're trying to sleep in on the weekend and sun hits your eyes. So let's just, hello, yes, curtain, 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 curtain. Okay, good. Blue doesn't look bad. Okay, and this bedroom looks a lot better, I would say. Actually, I would quite like this bedroom. Sims House should have panic rooms. They should have panic rooms just for being in them. Like, not even someone robbing your house, just be like, just for fucking being in there. How ridiculous the architecture is. See, they put curtains in this room, the kids' room. Not a bad kids' room. Kid should have a, well, that's a toy box. But that's fine for right there. An end table, just to put his homework on, that he should be working on every day after school. Not a bad bathroom, a little wasteful, a bit too big. I mean, I shouldn't say wasteful. It's a nice big bathroom, but you could put a why am I pointing? Bath cabinet right here, maybe some towels, maybe, I don't know, what do people have in their bathrooms? Okay, not a bad little girl's room, although I would put a double bed. If we're gonna have this big bedroom, give her a double bed. Nice little dollhouse, empty space here, not sure why. And what's this? I guess maybe this is maybe grandma's room or a teen's room or a guest room. It's not a bad guest room. It makes sense. You have the dresser. You have a mirror. Oh, oops. Oh, for God's sakes. Just put the goddamn tray anywhere. There. There, 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 there. Yeah, not a bad room. What else? Empty space. They could have filled this with something, anything. It's fine. And yeah, overall, not a bad house. Now that we have diagonal roofs, we could put something here, but when the game launched, we didn't have these diagonal roofs, so I don't blame them for that. There could definitely be a roof here. I don't know why they didn't put one there. Every Sims bathroom. Every Sims house gets a bidet. Ugh. I don't know why Americans never got onto bidets. Although I did watch a funny video about this American, she was just some girl. She looked like an influencer, I think. She was an influencer something. She was installing a bidet in her home. And she's like, yes, I finally, and she was filming herself, of course. And she tested it and it broke. It just it blew up pretty much. But yeah, I think I think Americans should really get into bidets. I think, or bidet, is it bidet or is it bidet, or I don't know. But it would improve our hygiene a lot, I think. Because, I mean, you know, toilet paper, you know, hey, good enough. But, I mean, we could do better. Bidet, bidet, I don't know. Okay, let's look at this house. Okay, so it's a modern house. 3 stories. Walls are an appropriate height. There's no curtains, I see, so that's a little weird. I wouldn't want to live in this house because people can see right in. And I don't really like that, especially since these are if it were like a common or a hallway, I wouldn't mind, but I don't like having people being able to see into my house. And these windows, I know for sure, have options where you can, they're like 2-way windows where like you can't see in very well, but you can see out. And look how much, I would still prefer a curtain, but look how much better that is. Look how much better that is. You can't just see right into someone's fucking bedroom. Okay, let's critique this house. Okay, you walk in. Okay, this is not bad. You walk in. You have the stairs. Where's the bathroom's not too far away, and you have the living space. This is a really nice living space, in my opinion. You get some art right here. I don't know about this art. I mean, I'm not critiquing the art itself. You know, art is art. Everything is art. Art means something different to everybody else, each different person. But I just don't know about dedicating this whole space to this. I think maybe this could go in the corner right here. You could still get a good look at it. You still see it when you walk in. But like, let's put a bookshelf here. Put a bookshelf and maybe, it's not art, it's a sex toy. Yep, that's a sex toy. It's quite a dildo if you ask me. But yeah, let's put something in here that can be useful, you know? Because as much as houses are for aesthetic purposes and for architecture and for viewing the beauty of human craft, they're also places for use. So yeah, look, I think that's better than dedicating this whole, and even before when it was just this in this area, it wasn't that bad compared to what we just saw a few minutes ago. But I think this is much better. This is quite an out of place TV stand, this little cabinet, but hey, I don't care. I like seeing all sorts of furniture in houses. Not a bad kitchen, a very large spacious kitchen, so you have plenty of places to cook. Nice little places where you don't want to, like if you don't really want to bring out all the fancy plates and stuff for the dining room, you can sit here. But I'm not sure about having two on the opposite side. I would much rather prefer like having them like here, you know? So if like the family wanted to get together and eat breakfast before work or school, they could face each other and have like a nice breakfast. I don't really like this. I don't think this is a good, it just seems like you're splitting people up. Like your mom and dad or mom and daughter, whoever sits here, and then brother, grand, blah, blah. It's just, I don't know why they're separate. I don't like that. I don't think it's good for bringing people together. So what I would do is this doesn't look very good, but we can fix it. I would do this. I'd bring this forward. Bring this forward. And then, I don't know, I guess this is empty space. See, like, I know I've been critiquing empty space a lot, but you kind of do need some empty space in your house for walking around, for clearness. Not everything needs to be filled up. You could put a coffee machine here if they already have one. This would be great for a coffee area. I always like kitchens that have like a separate area for coffee. Because, you know, if you have like a big family and in the morning everybody's going to get their cup of coffee, everybody's microwaving their meal, put your coffee off to the side. Put your espresso machine off to the side so it's not in everybody's way. What's this bedroom? Oh, is this a bedroom? Okay. This is a nice little suite. This I don't mind. You get a little privacy, so when someone walks in, they're not walking in on you sleeping or changing or masturbating. You know, if this is where a teen lives, of course. And they get their own bath. Oh, I like this bathroom. I do not hate this bathroom. I think this is a very lovely bathroom. Not a bad bathroom. Where 2 chairs works. 2 chairs would work, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like how this area was split up. I think this is much better now. So you get to face your family or whoever you're living with. Yeah, nice big bedroom. I don't hate this bedroom. I don't hate it. I mean, I don't love it. I think it's a little bit too big, but I don't hate it. Let me turn the volume. I think the volume's a little too loud. Or maybe not. There we go. Now I can hear myself. I don't feel like I'm yelling. I don't mind I think this is very nice. I think this is a very nice backyard. The backyard looks a little bit too much like an outdoor seating area for like a restaurant or some sort of cafe, which is not bad because like if you wanted to have a party or like a kid's birthday party or a wedding or whatever, you can have people sitting here, people sitting here, people sitting here, but it looks too much like a restaurant out here, and I don't like that for a house. I don't know. But hey, you get plenty of places to sit. I love this little garden area. And let's go to the second floor. Okay, so it looks like, oh, I like this. You get a nice open sort of living room. I don't like how the siding, the trim is visible. But can I delete that without deleting the whole? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It looks like I can't. But whatever, I'm just going to delete the whole thing because I don't like how that looks. I don't think the outside really needs it. Oh well, who cares? Okay. Okay. Nice little... Oh, I don't like that. Nice little... You walk up. It's not too big, but it's big enough to where you can, you can walk around, and if you have a bunch of people living here, they're not running into each other trying to get to the bathroom. Okay, and what's this bedroom here? Is this the teen's bedroom or some person who really likes pink? Red lighting, I like that. Oh, laundry on the floor. I guess this is the teen because they're lazy. But they also like to read. Not a lot of teens like that nowadays. Not a lot of the youth. And they get their own private bathroom. So this is obviously, I mean, we already knew this is a rich family, but wow, they're really rich. I think I would put the toilet in this area, move the towels over, or maybe put the sink in this area. Actually, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I don't think I would. But I don't hate this bathroom. There could definitely be a window in this bathroom, though. Yeah, put a curtain there, of course, for privacy, but there's no reason this bathroom shouldn't have a little bit of natural light. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good room. I don't think this is a good room. First of all, this huge room, this is not even against the wall all the way. Probably because there's a mirror that they decided to place there for some reason. First of all, put the fucking bed against the wall properly. And this is too big for a kid's room. This is obviously a kid's room, right? And they have this I mean, I know that kids need like play area in their rooms. But this is too big. This is too much wasted space. If you're gonna have this big room, maybe put 2 bedrooms for 2 girls. Right. Okay, see, look how much better, look how much better that is. And maybe put another desk, since there are 2 kids here. Have one kid be able to do homework, and those chairs don't match either. This is too fancy and Victorian, maybe Baroque for this room. This doesn't work here. But yeah, see, adding a bed makes this room, see, that's what the developers do. They like make these huge spaces and put a single twin bed or a single toilet in a giant bed. It just, fucking, what the fuck is wrong with them? It disgusts me. And this is I think this is the final floor. And I guess this is the master suite. Okay, I'm not really fanatic about this area. Because I mean, sure, it's not wasting space, but how much do you think that this piano is going to be used in a house like this? Like, how many guests who are going to be entertained? Like, say you're having a barbecue, so even a barbecue thing out here. So it's like, say you're having a barbecue for, let me make this up for you. You're having a barbecue for friends, right? Like, saying you have a birthday party or a wedding. We're all outside eating or whatever. Maybe we have drinks, and then the guests want to hear the piano being played. Do you really think the guests are going to want to walk up 2 flights of stairs, I should say, to go play the piano, or go here and play the piano? Sure. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but think about it. Where would the piano best be? Up on the 3rd fucking floor, or downstairs in the dining room? We don't really need those seats there. Nobody's gonna sit in them. Look, this goes perfectly in here. It doesn't take up too much space, and you can hear piano while you eat. I mean, I don't know who's gonna be hired for that, but I'm sure you can find someone, be like, hey, we're having a party. Can you come play piano while we eat? I'm sure you can hire someone to do that, and it's much better than having it on the 3rd floor. Plus, why? No. What could go here? You know what I think could go here, and what I'm thinking of just now, is maybe a little home theater area or something. I don't know. What could go in here? What could go in this area? Let's do activities and skills. What could be up here? I know, I was just saying that, like, you would have to get, like, a crane to pull up a piano all the way to this floor. And the good thing is that these windows are big. So you could open the window and at least try to fit a piano in here, or at least disassemble it and then assemble it up here, which you could also do. But yeah, nobody's gonna put a fucking grand piano on a 3rd floor when they could place it right down there. What could go in here? I don't know. This karaoke machine. This seems like a family who's into karaoke. Why not? Put that right there, and that could be Friday night karaoke or Thursday night karaoke. Okay, this bedroom, not bad, not bad. Nice place to walk around. Maybe this, you know, if you don't want to waste all this space, you could put, I don't know, or if you do, I don't care. Who cares? You know, not bad colors, a nice little green area. See, like, as much, this would be okay, I guess, but like, think about your bedroom. When you're sitting in your bedroom watching TV or on the computer or texting, are you sitting in your chair or are you sitting in your bed? You're sitting in your bed, right? So that's why couches and chairs, you know, they might look good, but they're never going to be used in a bedroom because we have the bed, right? I mean, like maybe if you're a monarch or someone and you have an office attached to your bedroom, then you can put chairs and such in there. But other than that, I don't. This is not bad. I don't mind that. What's this? Oh, okay. They're little collectibles. They're collecting toy boats and trains and figurines. I just realized most of these Sims houses have no closet space, so they need a lot more wardrobes and dressers. I was showing my parents and my friends some of the builds I made over the years. They always remark, like, where's the closets? The thing about the Sims is that they just have dressers, really. They do have walk-in wardrobes in some of the expansions, which I don't own. But yeah, other than that, we don't. Sometimes when I'm building and I want to build a realistic house, I would build like I'd build a closet like right here. Put a closet right here, you know, that's where the closet goes. And I would build closets, you know, where everybody else has closets, like in between the bathroom and the kitchen or whatever. Okay, I'm not fanatic about this bedroom. I don't know why, but I don't think the lighting is very good in this bedroom. There's a lot of, oh, this is pretty. I like these tiny little windows this I like. I take that back. I don't mind the lighting in this bedroom. I do not mind it one bit. See, and you get the light from the east from the sunrise going in here and the light from the west during sunset. Okay, never mind. I don't mind the lighting in this bedroom. But yeah, about the space usage and where I don't know, it just seems empty in this corner. This reminds me of, I mean, the wallpaper and the flooring is like a house, but this reminds me of a dorm room, like an empty dorm room, like when you just move in, your semester's about to start and your room's empty except for the bed, like, and you're just like lying there looking at your empty side of the room. Maybe that's a personal experience, I don't know, but it's just empty. I don't like this. Like, they already have a dresser, they already have a desk. What could go here? Hey, plants. Put some fucking, okay, this is a bit small, but we can put larger stuff here. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know, this is a modern house, so they have fucking dumbass modern art in their house. Put a screen, oh, that would block some of the light, but that's fine. Okay, come on, let me put a screen, maybe some more plants, and look how much that livens up this area in the bedroom. It wasn't that bad to begin with, but it could have been better. Okay, I'm putting, because I don't, look how better I made that. The corner window definitely needs vertical blinds. That's right, blinds, or some other kind of window treatment for a bedroom. That's right. But look how nicer that is with the plants. And I also don't think this bedroom is bright enough. I don't think, there needs to be more lighting in here. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, so we just made it brighter. And let's get some, you know what, I wouldn't mind some like satin or shears. That's what I'm thinking of, some shears for this window. That's too big. But see, I think that's pretty. It's too small for that window. But I think a bigger version of these curtains, these sheer sort of see-through-ish curtains would look great in this bedroom. I think that would look beautiful. They're too small, of course. But hey. It wasn't that great of a bedroom, and you know what? Since we can, and why not? Put a window right there. Yeah, why not? Get some extra light in here. And put a fucking curtain there, of course. Okay, and that's weird. Maybe this isn't maybe this isn't a master bedroom. Maybe this is the master bedroom. But no. It's so weird how the teenager here gets a bathroom on their own. I'm assuming that's a teenager. And I guess this is a guest bedroom. I don't know who. I know there's a family that lives here, but I don't really care enough about them to figure out. But this person gets an ensuite to themselves. This person gets an ensuite. The kid doesn't, of course, because it's a kid. But where's the kid going to go to the bath? These kids going to go to the bathroom because they could go downstairs and use the bathroom, but they should have a bathroom up here. There should be a bathroom up here, I should say. You could maybe carve out a little tiny half bathroom, but I don't really like that. So they have to go all the way upstairs. I mean, it's not that far, but there should be a bathroom. You know what? That's right. That's true. We could, I don't know. I'm saying that's true when everyone's talking. I'm just thinking. We could carve out a bathroom right here. But yeah, I guess one of these must be the master bedroom. And they don't have the bathroom to their own. So the architecture's a little weird on this place, but I don't hate it like I do the other ones. Okay, this is a nice little garden, but how do you get... Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay, so this must be this person's garden, but there's no other way to get in here. There's no gate I can't see, and there's no other... See, I like this space. This is a very beautiful space, this outdoor garden area, but only like one person can get to it, really. It's sort of, it's too close. There's no gate to get out from the outside, which you should have anyways. And so what is this one person's personal garden that nobody can use? I'll put the thing right there. Maybe I'll move this. So now they have a gate, so at least you can get there from the outside. But what is this one person's personal little garden? Maybe that's what it is, but I don't know. If it were up to me and I were designing this house, first of all, you know, I don't even think this is supposed to be... I think there was originally supposed to be a wall here. I don't know. I'm getting those vibes that there was a wall here. So get rid of this. Put a door here. Knock out this wall and that door. And put some windows here. Okay, I like that. That works. So now, like, everybody can access this garden. Even if it's someone's, like, even if, like, only one person in this house tends to that garden, it should be open to everybody. Hello. I mean, it's not a public space, but for the house, it should be the house. It should be the private public space. Yeah, that's beautiful. And you know what, okay, yeah, I think this was supposed to be like this, because the flooring, I don't know, maybe some developer fucked that up. Yeah, the landlocked garden, that's true. Maybe this house was designed by a fan of Betrayal at House on the Hill. Betrayal at House on the Hill. What is that? I've never heard of that. Let me look that up. Betrayal at House on the Hill. Oh, my fucking Wi-Fi is shit. Betrayal at the House on the Hill is a board game published by Avalon Hill. Tabletop horror game. Cool. Designed by Bruce Glasgow and developed by Rob Daviau. Based on Bill McQuillan, Mike Selinker, and T-Win Woodruff. Players all begin as allies exploring a haunted house filled with dangerous traps and blah blah blah. This means that the game is different each session. Eventually, the haunt begins with the nature and plot of the session's games. One player usually betrays the others and takes the side of the ghosts, monsters, and or other enemies, while the remaining players... Ooh, that sounds like a fun game. I'll look into that. That sounds fun. Do you play it with like your friends or whoever? That sounds fun. Hi, Gracie, you're back! Okay, so this house as a whole, I would give I'm going to give this house a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's pretty above average. I think it's not bad. This looks a little weird, but I'm sure I know why they did, because I would put the wall up to the stairs, but you can't really do that. So this house is a 7 out of 10. I think with some advice of myself and other esteemed PhDs in architecture, which I don't possess, would make this house a good 10 out of 10. But there's a lot of stuff that's holding it back. In the first house we looked at, 0 out of 10, 1 out of 10 at best. Let's look at another house. Oh, this is a house I worked on. Let's look at the pancakes house. I've never really, actually I probably should have, never mind, let me get out of that so I can play with it better. Okay, fuck off, fuck off. I played it a few times with friends before the Rona. Okay, that sounds nice, yeah. Miss Corone has really fucked our social life up. Yeah, I've played, when I was in college, I played Catan. Have you ever heard of Catan before? I played that with my friends. I played Quelf with my friends. And I've played Clue a lot with my mother and my stepfather, and that was pretty fun. Okay, so this is a cute house. It's cute. It's not bad. Hi, Gracie. The architecture's a little weird. Hi, Gracie. Hi. Catan's fun, but it's very complex. It's very, very complex. Okay, so Gracie, come on. So I don't know about like this weird altar, because you have the house and then you have a deck right above it, and then you have a deck and a deck. I think I would make this a deck. I don't know. I don't mind it. It's not bad. Gracie, you're the star of the show again. Okay, not bad. Cute little deck. I don't know about these benches. I don't think the benches fit the architecture very well, or the style. Okay, so you walk in. This is a little closed in. First of all, we need railings, but I'm sure there are railings. And The Sims is weird. Like if you have stairs like right against the wall, you can't place wall railings, but whatever. Little too close. I don't really like this. I don't like how this looks. I don't like how you can see the door. I just don't like the view, the vantage point from this. But let's walk into okay, what the fuck is with these curtains? Why are these curtains here? And they're not matched up either. Was this a developer oversight, like they didn't notice this? Or what? But the living room is, okay, why are these plates on these need to be higher so people don't bump into them and send them shattering to the floor. This is ridiculous. Lighting is not so great here. There should be at least some sort of ceiling light. It looks like, ow, Gracie, that hurts. It's too brown as well. I agree, it's too brown. The only lights in here are table lamps. There should be at least like a floor lamp. Gracie, you're hurting me. There should be ceiling lights. The art is a little bland, just pears. Nice little breakfast nook, though, I must say. For two people living here, like a roommates, married couple, friends, a guest you have over, a lovely little dining nook to see out into the backyard. Nice backyard, I can't complain, but this room is too dark, and these decorative plates need to be moved upwards, hung up higher so people don't hit them with their knee or whatever and break them, possibly hurting themselves as well. Maybe the old lady that put those plates on the wall was in a wheelchair and she couldn't reach higher. That's a compelling story. She really wanted to display the plates, but she couldn't reach, and she was, her friends and family shunned her, and they wouldn't come help her. Oh, now I just depressed myself. See, this is a much better lit area, and it's not a bad dining room either. It's a little stuffy, but for formal occasions, it's a great dining room. The lighting, we get a nice batch of windows, not bad. I don't know about the colors though. We have these like light baby blue chairs with a brown and white rug. I don't think that matches. I don't really like that. And yellow wallpaper, I don't think that matches. I would get a baby blue. Here, let's do that right now. Okay. It looks like, okay. That's too yellow. That's, okay, I like this. I like this. Is there, like, okay, yeah, that would be better, I think. This sort of light-ish. No, that's blue still. That's a little bit too blue. Okay, so let's go with this. The table also doesn't really match very well, but I'm not gonna... And let's change the rug, because that rug is too dark, I think. And you know, I don't even like the style of this rug. I think there could be a better... this is one of my favorite rugs. I think it's very pretty, but doesn't look like there's a good... Okay, doesn't look like there's good style. Okay, well that's not, I don't like that very well, or very much I should say. Maybe there's a good... Okay, that doesn't look bad, but we could be better. That's... No, I don't like this rug. This is as a smaller... Okay, this I like this rug. I personally like this rug. Comes in a different bunch of styles too, which I don't hate. Oh, I don't like that. Nice colors, but I don't like the style very much. Oh, I don't mind that. Nice contrasting color. But yeah, I don't mind that compared to what we had. Okay, well I tried my best, but I think that looks better than the baby blue. Anyways, let's move on to the kitchen. I always love this black and white linoleum type thing. We have the checkered linoleum. I like that. Not a bad kitchen. I must say, not a bad kitchen. I like the yellow. I think the yellow is very nice and it's very bright. Again, unnecessarily high ceilings. The Sims developers are obsessed with medium and tall wall height. I don't know why. There should be a stove hood, or at least something, and there doesn't look like there's a fire alarm in this house. So we should definitely put a fire alarm. I mean, I'm not gonna, because I don't really give a fuck. But nice kitchen, not a bad kitchen, and it connects with the living room, or a nice, yeah, it connects with the living room. Backyard, I think, is beautiful. I think it's a little too closed in. Like if you want, you could, I guess you could fit through this corner, but if you wanted to go to this river or what canal or whatever it is, you know, get rid of this. Get rid of some of this foliage, but I think it's beautiful. It's nice and closed in. The black and white checkered linoleum gives me the Insane Asylum vibes. Oh, it does. It gives me like Looney Tunes vibes, because like a lot of old kitchens had those black and white checkered. I think they're beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It's classy to me. Classy Insane Asylum vibes. IMO, in my honest opinion. Okay, let's go upstairs and let's just critique the fuck out of it. Right? Okay, where are we? Okay, here we are. Yeah, I agree. It's too brown up here. It's too stark, it's too brown, and it's too dark. There needs to be... See, I don't like this particularly very much. It's too dark. But then again, it's just a hallway, you know? So what do we want with a hallway? Okay, so I guess, is this a master? I don't like this. I don't like this bedroom. It's stark. I don't like the purple light. I just don't... Like, if you're going to have a purple light and give it, like, a purple color, a purple hue, you know, make everything purple or make everything colorful. It's just like this little bit, and the bed's ugly, in my opinion. I don't like this bedroom. I don't think this matches. I don't think this coat of arms fixture matches. I don't like how there's exercise equipment in this room. It's convenient, of course, but I do not like this bedroom. I don't like this bedroom at all. This is not a bad little porch. You get a woodworking table, a carpentry table, and you get a nice little chest area. And you get a light too, so it's not dark. But the bedroom, of course, there needs to be curtains, of course, but I do not like this bedroom. I don't like this art. I don't think it matches with everything. This is all just, it looks like someone who just, like when they moved in, they brought everything they had. They bought a cheap bed, and I just don't like it. I do not like this bedroom. Let's look in the other bedroom. Oh, nice bathroom. A little bit too big, and I don't like how it's not a square. Or like it doesn't, I don't think the bedroom has to be a square, but I don't like how you walk in and turn the corner. And first of all, this mirror does not match. And that's my only critique on this little space. I think the sink is fine. I think a nice little black and white bathroom is nice, but the mirror does not match. Rug doesn't really match either. I don't really care for this bathroom. It's not bad. I just don't really like it that much. And where is the other? There's another bedroom, I think. This bedroom, I don't love, but at least it has a color theme. Like it's pink, and you get that right. It's very obvious that this is a pink bedroom. I don't like the shape of it though. You know, I don't think that bedrooms have to be square, but I don't like how this end table is not facing the bed and it's on this wall. I think the end table should be here. So, you know, the person to be on this side of the bed has a place to put their book and their glasses and their alarm clock, etc., etc. And this person has space to put their stuff on. I don't like how this is like that. Another house is like that too. I don't like the sitting area because A, of course, nobody's going to sit here. But what I don't like is how this lamp is right here. Like I get if you want to read by here, you can sit here, read your book, and turn on the light. But I don't think it looks good. I don't. And what's in here? Is this an ensuite? Nice little ensuite. It's not too big. There should be a rug in here for when you get out of the bath. And there should be a towel rack and some art. But other than that, I do not hate this bathroom. All in all, I'm going to give this house, I would say a 6 out of 10. It's above average, but it's not particularly. I would give the downstairs a 7 out of 10 and the upstairs a 4 or 5 out of 10, I would say. And I would give the garden outdoor space an 8 out of 10. So all in all, you know, in my mental math, I'm giving this is ridiculous. I do not like this place. I'm going to give this room a 4 out of 10 because there's a lot of problems with this room. But other than that, you know, not a bad house, not a great house, but it's not particularly bad either. Should we move on to this house? I don't think anybody lives here. Yeah, nobody lives here. Oh, this house I do not like. Let me show you this house if you're forever still watching. Ugh. Yeah, I do not like this house. I do not like this house. I don't think the front door is in a particularly good place. This looks like a house that used to be like a duplex or whatever you call it, or a duplex or apartment that they ended up making. Oh, also I think this is, you know, I've seen houses that remind me of this, like especially houses that had like a billion sort of sloppy renovations, but I do not like this house. I think it's a little ugly. Walking in, I don't like it. I think this is too much of an open plan. It's just too barren. You know, there should be some walls in here. Living space, I don't mind. I don't like how this is shoved in the corner. I don't like how I just don't like this place. The kitchen, I hate the kitchen. Hate it. Wasted space. Hate this bedroom. I just don't like it. It's too big for a twin bed. Don't mind the bathroom. It's a little icky. I just think this bathroom's a little ugly looking. Like it looks old and it looks. I would feel a little gross in this bathroom. I don't know why. Upstairs, a little dark. A little dark. I hate this bedroom. Just hate it. Needs to be another end table, or at least you know, something for the other person to put their stuff on. Ugly chair. Actually, I shouldn't even say the chair's ugly. I don't mind. I just don't think it looks good in this bedroom. It's too dark. Why are the windows A so small and B so far up the wall? Is this... No. This bathroom I do not... I mean, this bathroom I like a little bit better than the one downstairs. I like the color scheme. There should be a rug or something right in front of the bathtub so you don't slip or you don't fall. Should be some art, maybe some better windows. Yeah, this house is a 3 out of 10. Don't like it. Do not like it. I think it's a very, very poorly made house. That does look like two distinctly different houses, hot glued together. Right? It looks like... let's go back to it. Yeah, it looks like it was a duplex that used to be 2 apartments. This looks like a house. Here, let me show you. This looks like it was the original house. Like this. This looks like it was the original small house, like maybe built in the 19th century or 20, whenever. And it was just 1 bedroom, or maybe this looks like it could have been 2 bedrooms. This looks like it could have been 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. And the downstairs would have been like, maybe the kitchen would have been here, or actually the kitchen, it just looks like it would have been a small little pioneer's home or whatever. And this part was added on, maybe this part was added on first, like a cute little addition, and maybe they added the deck later. And then they added this long stretch, like someone who maybe didn't have an eye for architecture added this long stretch. And then at some point, they split this up and made it 2 little, or maybe 2 little studios, and then they knocked down the wall and turned it back into a house. I don't know. This is a weird house. This doesn't make sense as a house. Like I can't trace the history of this house because, you know, you can look at, you know, big houses that were obviously turned into duplexes, right? You can tell, like, oh, that used to be 1 house, but the owners got greedy and turned it into 2 apartments, right? But this, this doesn't make sense as a house. Like, I can't tell the history from this. I can't do it. I can't. You're stressing me out. I can't. But yeah, this house gets a 3, maybe even a 2 out of 10. I just would not want to live there. Maybe if the rent was $500, I would live there. But other than that, no. No. Let's look at this house. This is not bad. I don't care for this little bump out right here. I don't care for it that much. I don't think it's ugly, but it just looks a little weird to me. Actually, no, never mind. I don't mind it actually. You get 2 little private decks, like, actually, let me look at this. Okay, see, now I don't like it because you could have 1 nice big deck, but the architecture dictates that it's 2 small decks. And you know, if the mass let me show you something. If you decided to make this, I wouldn't be opposed to it, because then this bedroom gets its own private deck. And this bedroom gets its own private deck over here. I just got rid of those. Oh, I didn't actually. I got rid of the windows. But yeah, I don't. You know, we could even get a smaller door like this. I mean, not that it doesn't look very good, but maybe we can find a door that. Okay, yeah, these red doors don't look bad. Well, maybe they would look better brown. Or maybe a different color. That doesn't look bad, yeah. Get these 2. Just see if there's I can get a better... Oh, okay, I still have... Okay, yeah. I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing. Is that the clapper? I like the clapper. Okay, see, I think that looks like if we're gonna. I wish I could get a taller door, but what are you gonna do? See, like if we're gonna have two little decks like this, have a purpose to having two decks, because before it was just separated for no reason. Like this bump out was arbitrary. We could just move this back and take this out. Like if we were just gonna have one deck, make it like this, so it would just be one deck. But if we're gonna have this bump out, we're gonna have two smaller little balconies, I should say. Two smaller balconies, at least because if you're gonna have two smaller balconies, then you would think that they would be serving two separate rooms or two separate parts of the house. So if we're gonna do it like that, then have it like this. So we're like, this bedroom gets a balcony, this bedroom gets a balcony. Or if we're gonna have, because before it was like this, which just made no sense to me, because it just doesn't, no. So if we're gonna have the whole, if we're gonna have one giant deck, hold on, then make it like this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I don't know, I did. But yeah, do something like this. And that looks better than that bump out. And we can still have this roofing like this, just do something like this. And that works, I think that works too. But the bump out with two smaller balconies, the way they had it, I didn't like. I think actually that looks better than the bump out. I don't know, I just prefer this. A narrow strip of deck on the second floor, joining the two decks together. I agree with that. I think that would work, but I don't know about that actually. I wouldn't build that in my house, but that would be better at least. But yeah, I like this. But yeah, let's go to the inside now. Okay, you walk in, not a bad. You still get a pretty nice open entryway, a nice open foyer. A little too brown. Now that you mentioned that, I'm having an eye for color now, and you know there is such a thing as too much brown. I like this. I like the arches. I like the rounded archways. I like this. I don't mind the dining room. A little too stuffy, but of course it's a formal dining room, and you know by definition they're sort of stuffy. A little bit too small of a kitchen for a house, but it's not too bad. You get plenty of counter space. But you know, in the morning, you know, when mom wants to get her coffee, grandma wants to get her bagel, dad wants to get his orange juice, sister, brother, blah blah, want to get ready for school and have breakfast, it's gonna get cramped. So it's a little too small, in my opinion. Not a bad bathroom, a little dark. I think there could be a window here, like one of these small windows, just to brighten it up. Oh, there is a window. There's a window right here. Okay. But another window wouldn't look bad either. Let's place that right. Yeah, why not? Have two windows. And where are we now? Okay, so this is the living room. Living room I do not hate. Living room I don't hate. First, I don't like how this is. Okay, that's better. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't really have any small or strong opinions. I'm wondering if we should have no, I don't think so. But the one critique I have on this is that there's no breakfast nook or anything, because a lot of households, they just have one dining room, and it's just a simple, basic dining room where everybody eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But for such a formal dining room, I don't know about having every meal here, because it doesn't look like there's anywhere else to eat. And I think we could maybe get rid of this desk. Or maybe not. Maybe we don't have to. But yeah, I don't like how there's no breakfast nook in here. Because this is just, it just seems too formal to have every meal here. Because where else are you going to eat? Are you going to eat at the counter? There's really no place to eat here. There's no room, really. Are you going to eat on the couch? Because, I mean, you know, most people, you know, they don't mind eating on the couch, but this looks like too nice of a couch to eat on. You could spill. So what the fuck? Hello? You know, I wouldn't mind putting a breakfast nook in here, or at least a sort of informal dining area here, but it looks a little too far from the kitchen. Like, you want to have something close to the kitchen. And I'm struggling a little bit. What we could do is we could make this bathroom very much smaller and just have it be a half bath. And there's a full bathroom up here. So, you know, just get rid of this. Da-da-da. For Christ's sakes. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm stretching this whole kitchen this way. I'm gonna put the bathroom here, or the bathroom door, I should say, here. Okay, that works. And you get a nice little window. You know what? Make that a bigger window. Put another archway, right? First of all, I think we should have archways here instead of doors, just to open it up. Okay. The door goes there. Let me take bb.moveObjects off. And let's put a, let's see, do we want, no, I don't think a big family lives here. I don't get the impression that a big family, so let's just put a regular little, and nice little wicker chairs. See, I knew there was going to be problems with room. See, ridiculous. But you know what? That's actually enough room for Sims. I think the AI would be able to deal with it if I put a chair here. Yeah, like right here. Okay. Little tight of a squeeze, but yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. You just have to be careful if like you're carrying over whole plates of food not to bump into the chair or someone bump into you. But I think that looks better than what we had before. But maybe that's just me. Maybe some people wouldn't like that. But I think now, you know, if you're just having breakfast with your family, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you don't have to bring out the fine china or bring out the tablecloth or whatever. Because also, you know, oh, my mouse pad's falling. I don't think this is a very good dining room for just casually. I think this is too formal for just breakfast. I also I don't care for the color combination, but to their own, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind the living room. Meh, it's okay. Okay. This bathroom is a lot of wasted space, I have to say. It's big, nice big bathroom, but, you know, let's get a his and hers sink going on. So, like, if multiple people are, you know, wanting to brush their teeth for school or work, they can do so. Let's just get whatever mirror. I think that's better. I just don't care for how big this bathroom is. I think it's too big. I mean, maybe if it was like a tile smaller, like if it was just this, it would work out. And maybe dedicate the rest to closet space. Something like that. Okay, bedrooms. Okay. I don't mind this bedroom. I think it would be great to put put some art here. I don't really care for this piece of art, but just for a placeholder, put something there. You know, put multiple things there. Make it pretty. And maybe have some mirrors here. I don't like that mirror. This mirror goes, it's okay for the purposes. Again, with the seating, you know, the colors don't match. This is blue, so this should be blue. Or at least a good enough color match. This isn't bad. That looks better, but still, you know, how often are you going to be sitting in your room, you know? Maybe reading, but most people just read on their bed. Again, very sparse walls. We could put some plant life here. Oh, for God's sake, I'm clicking this. And some... Oh, that's too fancy for this room. Put some cute little Oh, that's cute. I like this. This reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dr. Katz, that evil cat that always was wanting to fuck with Courage. That's pretty. I like that. See, look, I think I made the corner a little better. The plants sort of don't go all together, but whatever, it's plants. They're plant life. Okay, and this is a cute little bedroom. Again, very sparse in terms of art and decoration, decor and feng shui, etc., but I don't hate the bedroom. Nice little kid's bedroom. The kid, you know, if they have one kid, this would be great. A nice spacious area for the kid. You know, he can play around, do his homework, make a mess and be able to clean it up without, you know, being cramped in a little space. Okay, and what's this? Oh, that's that big bedroom. Okay, not a bad house. I think I give this house a 7, a 7.5. Not my favorite. Maybe I'd give it a 6. You know, before this, I'd give it a 6. But now I think I'll give it a 7. I'll be generous. This is too... Actually, you know, maybe not. I don't think this is bad, actually. Oh, and of course, not a bad little study area. Oh, geez, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Okay, well... That was a fun stream. Gracie! Maybe I'll stream for, I don't know, 10 more minutes. Maybe I'll critique one more house. Gracie. Sorry. Ugh, my back is killing me. Okay. Yeah, let's critique one more house and then I'll call it a day. T-Bandit, if you're still here, do you have any interesting plans for the week? Doing anything fun? I'm still awake. I think you're in the same time zone, right? It's only, what time is it? Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. Geez, time got away from me, God. Let's critique one of the houses in Oasis Springs. And then I'll call it a day, because I want to lie down. Oh, this is a house I like, and this is a house I could critique pretty fairly. Or maybe unfairly, since I like it and have a bias. Oh well. This is going to be our last house. Okay, the facade. Let's start with the facade. So, I kind of quite like this house, as I just said. But why does this part not have a roof over it? That's what I want to know. I think that's fair. I don't really mind that it's not centered on the thing, but I think that looks quite a bit better. I mean, I don't think it looked ugly. Yeah, I'm in the same time zone, no plan. Oh, a Zoom movie night is fun. That's fun. What movie are you thinking about? I haven't Zoomed. Last movie I Zoomed was my best friend like 3 or 4 years ago, and we did that all the time, but we haven't done that in a while. Yeah, what movie are you going to watch, or are you thinking about watching? This house gives me McMansion, even though I like it, it does give me like McMansion vibes, which I don't like. It looks like it was built in like 2003 by like a Republican couple who lived in Orange County but hated the taxes and hated how liberal the state was and are moving to Texas, like a cheap parcel of land in Texas to build their house. But you know, I don't hate the house with that said. First of all, there should be railings here. I don't care how much you don't need a railing or how like safe your kids are. We need a railing here. I think that looks better as well, aesthetically. So yeah, I don't care for the small windows here though. I don't care. You know, the only reason I really like this house is because I love this sort of Spanish style. And I love these fixtures. I love this, aren't you happy to see me? I love this window with the railing. I love it. I think it's beautiful. We'll hash it out in a group chat, I'm sure. That's nice. That's fun. Why was the fucking railing removed? That's nice though. I don't like what do you guys like do some of you want to watch like horror and some of you want to watch like is that always something you guys like talk about? Oh, I see, that's what's McMansion-y about this. The fact that McMansions are usually built and designed with because when people design McMansions they think about from the inside out. So that's why you have it looking all fucked up from the outside, because they're designed from the inside. So it's like the McMansion designer is like, we want a big bathroom here, and we want a bedroom with a skylight here, and we want the den here, and we want the den to have a Baroque feel and the bedroom to have a Victorian feel. So that's why the fucking everything looks like it's mashed together. And this, because you can drive by a McMansion and see a small window here. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm fucking rambling. But yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this house as much as I thought I did. But I love this part. I think this is beautiful. This sort of colonnade, I guess. Okay, but enough about the exterior. Let's go into the interior. So you walk in, too dark, and it's too open. See, that's another McMansion-y thing. It's like a too open plan. I don't like this. I just don't like, this looks like it'd be separate rooms that, you know, aren't exactly isolated from each other, but sometimes there are genre disagreements sometimes, but enough of us have broad taste that we manage. Okay, that's good. That's a good sort of trait to have with your friends. Because I know some people who will never watch horror. They will never. My English teacher from high school hated horror. She hated it. And I know who is it that I knew that also never ever wanted to watch horror? I know some people that just don't like horror in general, but I liked horror a lot when I was younger, but since then I haven't really cared for it because so much of horror is so formulaic and it's all the same to me. But yeah, you know, like when I get together with my friends and we want to watch a movie, I don't really I don't really want to watch a movie. I just want to hang out with my friends and sit around. But yeah, this room is too dark. I don't care for the interior design that well. I don't care for this windowless, isolated bathroom. I really don't. I don't think windows or bathrooms need to have a window. I'm much more insistent that bedrooms have windows. And I think most municipalities or jurisdictions require that for a room to be considered a bedroom, it has to have a window for ventilation and for the fire department to be able to get in case there's a fire. Not a bad kitchen. It's a little too big, I must say. But I don't hate this kitchen. I think it could be a little smaller. I don't hate it. I do not like this rug in this kitchen. I think it's an ugly rug. That looks like something you would find behind the counter at a fast food, like a slip-resistant rug. Let's get something more prettier in there. But what would be prettier? Yeah, this I think looks beautiful. This is a nice rug for this area. I don't hate the bath. I don't like the paneling in this room. I don't like the floorboards. I don't think they match. And I think these curtains are way too vividly red for this room. Yeah, you can't into a bedroom. Even basement rooms may need to have windows. But you know what? There's a lot of apartments in New York and Brooklyn that, you know, they don't have windows and the landlords get away with it. Because, I mean, they're trying to mash as many bedrooms as they can into an apartment. But, yeah, I would not move into a place that didn't have a window in a bedroom. I would not feel safe sleeping in a room without a window. And you know what? I think bathrooms should have windows as well, but I don't think that's legally required for a bathroom, the same as it is for a bedroom. And I would not want a kitchen without a window, even more than in a bedroom, because of course you have an oven, you have fucking fridge. No, of course you need a window in your kitchen. Yep. Okay, second floor. Not a bad bedroom, I must say. See, an ottoman, I think belongs more in a bedroom than just a chair. Because the ottoman would be great, like when you just get in your bedroom, you can sit down, take off your shoes. Maybe you can put folded laundry on the ottoman before you put it away. That I think is much more useful in a bedroom than a chair or a couch or something. But not a bad bedroom. Nice little ensuite bathroom. Of course, his and hers sinks and such. This bedroom, I do not care for this bedroom. I think the lighting looks pretty with these small windows, but I just prefer this bedroom to have bigger windows. I like bookshelves in bedrooms. I think that's very pretty. I think it's nice. I think that's a very nice thing to look at books. I think books are pretty. But of course, how often are you if you're a reader, then good, you can have them. And I don't like when people color code their books. I just don't see that. I don't think books should be color coded. It's impractical. It's just a visual purpose. I think books should be ordered by how they're used. So like history, biography, authors A through Z, like do it like Dewey Decimal Code, you know? But I think color coding is just so arbitrary and pointless. Hello. I mean, I just think I think it's tacky looking too. I don't like this bedroom. I think it's too red. And I think it's too much of a waste of space. And that's all I'm going to say about this bedroom. This bedroom gets a 3 out of 10. 2 out of 10, I should say, actually. I'm not a fanatic about this bedroom or this bathroom. Nope. I'm trying to get through this quickly because my voice is starting to hurt as well. And what's this? Did I go through? Okay, I went through everything. This bedroom already has a bathroom of its own. But let's say if this wasn't there, this bathroom wasn't here, this was maybe a toddler's room or something like that, this could be a good shared ensuite. Now, is an ensuite bathroom a bathroom that's just attached to one bedroom, like privately for one bedroom? Or is it a bathroom that's shared? Oh, I don't know. I'll look it up. All in all, this bedroom, a little too big. Doesn't need to be this big. At least, these chairs serve a purpose. Like if you wanted to read, you can read on these chairs. But you have a bed. Just read in bed. Pointless ottoman. It's just useless. I don't mind the art on this wall. These walls are a little too barren. But then again, it's a hallway, so... okay. And I guess here is... How do you get up here? How do you get up here? Oh, here it is. Okay, this is what I don't like about this. You don't get a whole lot of privacy. You walk up and you're at the bedroom. You need more privacy than that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna move this mirror right here, and we're gonna wall this off. The developers had plenty of room to do this too. I don't know why they didn't. Okay, what door should I? Doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, perfect. It goes well. See, that's much better. This bedroom, I don't particularly like that much. I don't care for it. I don't think the colors match. I think it's an appropriate size. I definitely think that. I don't think it's too big. I don't think it's too small. Actually, I don't mind this bedroom. I just don't like the color scheme. I think that takes away a lot from the bedroom. In a single family house, that is weird. But I do see like, I see loft spaces. Like if you have a studio apartment with a loft, I think a loft can have a studio apartment and still be considered, a studio can still have a loft and still be considered a loft. But you see that with lofts and such. But like this, you walk up and it's a bed, it's right there. Just close it off, close it off. I just didn't like that. I think some art could go here, some pretty art. This doesn't fit, but just anything, even. Put even a mirror here. Put a nice, like that's pretty. Move it up. Yeah, not bad. This I really do like. I think I would spend a lot of time out here. Like, maybe put like, this is sort of in like a desert community, so it's always going to be warm, or at least warm enough to fucking sit at it. Put a bookshelf out here. And it probably will never rain around these parts, this area. Read, yeah. Gosh, even fucking put a bar. Have drinks out here. Obviously this is a rich family. Put, because they need to have a little room to get drinks and such, but I guess that fits right here. Wrong way. Yeah, put a bar here. But although, you're gonna walk out, you have to walk all the way around here to get a drink. So maybe not, but you know what? What's the view like? That's not a particularly nice view. This is a much better view. You know what? If you're an artist and you like to paint, for fuck's sake, put an easel. That looks beautiful. And you get a beautiful view as well. Yeah. Okay, so as a whole, I'm going to give this house a 5.5 or a 6. It's about, well, you know what? I don't like it all that much. I don't like a lot of it. So, I'm going to give it a 5. It's average and not in the good way. I would actually maybe give it a 4. Oh, this one's tricky because there are some rooms I like and some rooms I really do not like. You know what? 5.5. Very, 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 no, 5. 5, it's 5. It's 5. Okay, I'm about done. My back is killing me. Thanks, T-Bandit, for tuning in. I don't want to stir Gracie up too much, so. Say bye to Gracie. Gracie, say bye to T-Bandit. Can you see her well? Oh, there she is. Okay, I'm going to head out. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good week ahead of you. I hope work is okay. And I hope you have a great movie night with your friends. You should update me on that. Hope your back feels better. You know what? It's been hurting for like years. Like if I walk, I'm just going to go to the doctor and tell him, be like, hey, my back has been hurting for quite a while now. It's probably because I'm very sedentary. I need to get more exercise. Anyway, good night, T-Bandit. I hope you have a good movie night. I hope you have a good week. And I hope you, maybe you can play tabletop games. Oh, that wouldn't really work over Zoom. Anyways, have a great night. I'm going to head out. Bye. Bye.